sloppy this morning. She's a hot one, guys. Whew, man, I'll tell you what, this barn, you can bake bread in this thing. Yeah. What happened? Whoa. Where's the incubator, Steve-O? Where's the incubator, you say? There's your AC unit. You remember that, right? The incubator's gone. What happened, Steve-O? Oh my God. Shh. It's in the middle bedroom. Yeah. Miss Daisy gave me permission to put it in there short term, okay? Short term, guys, all right? So I had to sleep on it, right? I came in this barn. This was like just the other day when I came out. I was going to get the cells. This is the night before I was going to come and get the cells on day 10 out of that box, right? And put in the incubator, right? I walk in this barn. It was hot that day, guys. That thing right there, guys, I had it at 70 degrees. Set at 70 degrees. It's just running steady, nothing. I come in here, I've got a probe, outside probe, in other words, room temp probe on the outside of that box. It was 95.8. I looked at the inside box temperature on the outside. You can read the inside probe. It was the same number. I said, uh-oh. Gotta shut the job down, guys. Not gonna work. After all this monkey messing around, I said, okay, what are we gonna do now? So I went in and I conned Miss Daisy in to let me put it inside. Well, it just so happened I did that con job for nothing because we didn't have any cells to put in there, okay? So Steve-O's gears are turning, and then it finally dawned on me. Why don't you make an ice box, Steve-O? So that's what we're gonna do. Here's the plan, guys. There's gonna be a wall. I've already put a stud up there. It's an 8-foot stud up there. It's screwed in. Right on top of that stud, it's gonna be a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. I'm building a 1/4-inch plywood, basically igloo cooler. It's going to come down the floor. It's going to come out 4 feet. 4 feet brings it, well, I'll just show you where 4 feet comes. Off of that wall. Right there's 4 feet. So right there, straight through there, is 4 feet off of that wall. It's going to come down. I'm going to leave this receptacle right here inside of my ice box, my igloo cooler, we'll call it. Steve-O's igloo cooler. I'm going to come right down through here, put studs on here, come right down under this bench. It's going to come out here down. We're going to frame it out. I bought some, just to get started. I don't know really where I'm at yet. I'm just winging this thing. Got some little old 3-inch studs at Lowe's, little clear studs. Actually, they're not even that. They're 2.5-inch studs. That'll be fine. Just need a lightweight structure, guys. All we need through here. That'll encompass this thing here. I'll put a door on it. I'm thinking I'm going to put my door right here, right off of this corner where I can walk in. And I'm thinking to where I'll have it to where it'll just open on the inside instead of the out. In case I've got junk over here, I'll have it to where the door opens inward. I'm going to take, you've seen the styrofoam, you get in packs down there. I think it's 1 inch. And they come in bundles at Lowe's. I think they're 3 feet by whatever, maybe they're 2 feet. I forgot, but anyway, we're going to take that, we're going to get some liquid nail, and we're going to slap that thing all over the inside. I'm going to put the studs on the outside. I'm going to put the 1/4-inch sheeting on the inside on all corners. That way I've got a clean wall. And we'll come in. We're not going for pretty here, obviously, but we want something quick and easy and functional. So I will liquid nail that one side of that styrofoam and stick it right to that 1/4-inch wall. We just need a light box here is all we need. I will do the same with the door. This is coming across. I've got to take those chains and protrude them through the ceiling This light weighs nothing though. I could actually hang this light shooting screws right through that 1/4-inch plywood going up. But it's going to be 6'3". I'm 5'10". You didn't know they stacked it that high, did you? Anyway, coming right here off of here is 5'10". So it's going to be basically a cooler, icebox, igloo, Steve-O igloo. It's going to be 4 feet wide, 6'3" high, and 7 feet long. That'll give me plenty of room here, in here, to work. I got my incubator will be sitting here, my grafting here, my supplies will be there, and then look at there, I missed one screw. There was 10,000 screws in this thing I took out. I had all kind of crap hanging on this wall here. Okay, Mr. DZ Gadgets Wheel here. Thank you very much, sir, again. He also says here, in years past, I've always been a walk-away beekeeper. You put the stuff in a box. I've grafted years past. I wasn't set up quite right for it. I was very, I got good at it, but that was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, somewhere in there. Anyway, but as I get into this thing and what the operation I'm doing now with nuke making, I think this grafting situation is going to be great. I can produce a lot of them. Actually, this year I'm thinking, or 21, I'm thinking, actually, I've never seen anyone do this out there. Of course, there's a first for everything, right, guys? I'm thinking about taking and selling 2-frame nukes. In other words, when you buy a queen from me, which will be in a 2-frame nook, or I'll be selling 5s too, 2s and 5s, you'll be able to look at that queen and evaluate it right there. I don't see anyone doing this out there, and I had to sleep on this one, by the way. And so that's what I'm thinking. Sell them 1 food frame with pollen and honey, and 1 frame of brood with her on there. A little bit of room for her to lay, of course, and move them that way. And I'm thinking about putting a $50 price tag on them. My nooks I've been selling for $100. 5-frame nooks, $100. I'm probably the cheapest guy in the state of Florida, maybe in the USA. That's fine. It's my price. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing going into 21. I'm still keeping. I've had that same $100 price for I don't know how long. I'm comfortable with that. A lot of beekeepers out there going, Steve, I'm not comfortable with you. All I can say is, get over it. Okay, so now that we're all over that, yes, this incubator from DC Gadgets here, he's telling me to incubate on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th day. 8th day incubate. Right. On the 10th day, he's telling you to put it in a nuke. Well, these things are super fragile. I've known this forever. They're very fragile. That's why I do a walk away and I don't fool with them. I put a 30-day check on, 30 days from the date I installed it. I don't come back for 30 days because I know how fragile these things are. All right, but here's another thought. I see here what a lot of guys are doing. They're pulling their cells on day 6 or 7. Now, and to do that, you're going to have to be extremely careful. All right, so again, Steve-O brain working. How do I accomplish that? How do I get this cell bar? How do I get this cell bar out of the hive and get it in my incubator without disturbing the heck out of these things? And here's what I came up with. Notice this. This frame is custom. I've got a ledge here. This fits exactly into my incubator. Well, it won't fit in the hive, as you can see. So here's the Steve-O solution. Pivoting. Very easy pivoting the end bar. now guess what? It goes right in my incubator. So I could pull this puppy on day 6, very carefully brush my bees off, very carefully go in and set it inside my incubator. And on day 10, now they've toughened up. Now my baby girls have toughened up. Now I come in and carefully take them off, put them inside the cage. Get baby girls inside the cage. There it is, guys. Let her hatch in there. So that is what I did this morning. And I'm only going to need one of these. Now I had to cut down the ends. I had to cut down, but I've only lost on that JTBC bar. But I only lost 1 cell. So there is 14 cells on that run right there. 14 cells on that. And I probably could have got the 15th one if I took out, but I put these wooden blocks in. But if you'll notice here on a JZBZ bar, you got a plastic block right there, a blocked in. I could have eliminated these 2 blocks and ran a 2-inch screw through and hit this plastic in there, and that would have hung in. I could have got my 15 in there on that specialty frame, okay? So I really didn't need to lose that one. But what the heck, there's 14 on there. I'm gonna run it for a while. I've got more of these bars. I can take those out and do what I just said to get it to fit in there. So yeah, so that's the plan, guys. That's what I'm working on, and I'm gonna put this in. I think what I'm gonna do is get in that colony tomorrow, because there's be 2 days cooking on those eggs. I'm going to also, Mr. DZ Gadget Man here with the wheelmaster, DZ's Gadgets, DC's Gadgets, said, Steve-O, that's the reason I don't put open brood in a builder. And then I got to thinking what he said, and I went, yeah, okay, you're right, yes. Thank you, Mr. DC Gadgets. So I'm going to get that out of there, harvest my royal jelly if I'm making some. If they're not building cells in there, I'm going to go and find that queen in there and put her off on put her in a 2-frame nook, get her started over on that, and then use that as a builder. I'm going to shake some more nurse bees in there, get that thing rocking and rolling. And yeah, I will set this up, leave them in for 6 days. There's going to be sealed. Says right here, capped on your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're capped on 5. So if you went in on 6, you're going to be well capped, and they should not be, hopefully by then, not tearing nothing down in there. Then you can harvest. Then guess what? Throw another round in. By the time these girls hatch and are in these cages, I got another set going into the incubator. You can just keep this thing rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. Yeah. And anyway, this is I hope you guys are voting for orange hair. Let me tell you something, guys. Vote for orange hair. This is getting scary now, I'm telling you guys. I think your life depends on it. Can you imagine, guys, that the far left have full control of this country? Can you imagine that? Can you fathom that? If that happened, guys, think about this. If that happened, your honeybees would be ugly looking and as mean as Nancy, okay? They'd be ugly and as mean as nasty, and all of her daughters would be mean and nasty. And then you would also have your drones would all have very high foreheads and their glasses way down here on the end of their nose, just like Chuck, okay? That's what you're gonna have if the left gets control of this great country of ours, okay? So please get out there, please vote orange hair, okay? Just do it one time for Steve-O, just that's one time. Then after that, 4 more years, then after that we'll put Don Jr. in there for 4 years and see if he can run things. I think I like the way that kid rolls, I really do. I'm impressed with that kid. Anyway, let's do that just for Steve-O. I don't care what anybody says on the left. Just do. Why are you voting that way? Because Steve-O said. Just do it. Say it like that, you know. Couple more things. That was enough comedy hour, guys. Anyway, this is a hot little hive here. This is a walk away that I did. This thing is cranking, man. I'm telling you, it is cranking. This, I wanted to show you this. This is one of my the little that Tim Robinette gave me, and I turned, you know, the mediums in. They were 8 frame or 10 frame mediums. I turned them into 5 frame boxes. But you'll notice these are my beefies on the bottom here that I make real easy with you know, 2x material. I'm making them a little different now because I'm out of this stock, so I make plywood sides now, but I'm still using 2x material on the ends. I usually get 2x6s or whatever and do the ends that way. So I am making some with studs that'll give me a 7-inch if you glue 2 studs upright vertically, and then I cut a 1/2 inch other piece and stick on the side. It's just so easy to build. You rip that 3/4 by 3/4 frame rest. They're so strong it's ridiculous. You could throw this box off the back of the truck at 70 miles an hour on I-75 and I bet you it stays together. I'm not kidding you. You did that with that flimsy Daydan Hive, it'd be all over the road. These things are tough. They're easy to build, and you'll notice that this standard box goes right on top. I mean, it's close. This gap is closed up, and so is it over here. But it's, and you know, and here's the size of the lid that goes on a beefy. Okay. Anyway, there's one more little thing I got to show you guys over here. It's kind of different. Check this out. I didn't show you this the other day. I showed you that with a 2-frame stand over there, but that's 1/2 inch rebar, and I took a 5/8 paddle blade and I bored it into about here. Now it's a little difficult if you set this thing up. It's a little tricky, but if you do this, you can get these free pallets. I can get a semi-load of these free pallets around here. I don't know where you guys are at, but I can get a semi-load of these. And there's some older ones, beat up ones, but there's a lot of them with brand new wood. Now these things rot out if you get them on the ground, but if you got them up, you know, you could preserve them, whatever. When I first got my forklift way back in the day, I was running these, but then I went and started making my own clip pallets, and I did a different scenario and soaking them in a concoction that I rigged up. But anyway, yeah, this is so simple to do, rebar, and of course it's not going to work in real soft muddy ground, but this is just, it's a sandy soil here, and I suggest if you do this so you don't cuss so much, flip this pallet upside down, drill your holes, stick your 2-foot rebars in there, kick them outward like, you know, spread eagle like these, kick them out, and take you some silicone in a caulk gun and squirt in there and keep those legs kicked out a little bit, right? And come back in 24 hours. Then you can grab this whole pallet, go over where you want it, flip it over, drop it on the ground, and get you a little torpedo level and go around here and stomp on it. Just keep stomping on it till you get the right height you want. And then check it this way and check it this way. Get it level. It's easy to level it. And to do it, you just stomp it down. What are you girls doing? You can't get in or out, but you smell somebody in there, don't you? Okay. So that's that, guys. Just something else I thought I'd throw at you. I'd throw at your face. I think I need some more real estate, And I think I'm going to blow a hole right through this wilderness here, probably between these orange trees. I've got a huge oak laying right there. I may just blow a hole right here, about maybe 10 foot wide by 50 feet long, right into this jungle, and lay this stuff back. And I've got more rails right there and plenty of concrete block. Yes, Spanish needle. This is all these white flowers here, Spanish needle, and the bees are working it pretty heavy. I don't know if they're getting any nectar out of it, but they're having fun with it, guys. They're having fun. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See you.